Yeah, you read the title right. I do find white genocide funny as hell to me. Now you might be wondering, are you a morbid, sick, twisted individual to find the idea of an entire race of people being pretty much wiped out, completely destroyed, hysterical? No. Do I find the idea that the concept of white genocide from the perspective of people who are saying it, and it really just means that white people just aren't reproducing because they created a society that doesn't really nurture a family anymore, and it all literally stemmed from their own hands, and instead of acknowledging their own mistakes and how they developed their society that no longer nurtures and promotes the idea of a family structure, and they blame it all on the Jews? Funny? Yeah, that's what I do find funny. Because we are literally witnessing a genuine genocide happening with the Palestinians. We're seeing firsthand what genocide actually looks like. We're also witnessing another form of genocide that is happening in the Congo. People in the Congos are literally losing their homes and their lives because the corporations in the Western world has manipulated not just the Western world, also the corrupt leaders in Congo, and I believe Rwanda has something to do with that as well, are all waging war on the citizens of Congo, and millions of them are losing their lives because of it. That is a genocide right there. White people not being able to have babies because they've created a society and an economic environment that no longer allows for the opportunity to have finance to raise a family is not genocide. Let's be honest. And that's just what I'm saying. So throwing around white genocide this, white genocide that, it's crazy. The second thing that I find hysterical, if I'm being honest with you, is that there's no one stopping a white man, right, of white American, European descent, whichever one you want to pick. There's nothing stopping them from finding a white woman, white American woman, European woman, and just having babies. That's what's funny to me. It's not on the scale of what the Palestinians are going through. It's not on the scale of what the Congolese are going through. You are living in the most comfortable environment, and you're complaining that you're being wiped out by the Jews, who are also technically Ashkenazi Jews, are still European. They've been in Europe since the first millennium in the Holy Roman Empire. I'm sorry to tell you this, they're still a part of you, whether you like it or not. I just find it hysterical, funny enough reason, that I see a lot of people on Twitter, I see people like Elon Musk, Tucker Carlson, all these people perpetuating this idea that white people are under attack and they're trying to wipe them out. And the funny part about it is that they want the world to care about them. So in that response, I would say all genocides matter. I'm sorry, all genocides matter right now. Palestinians are being wiped out systematically. The Congolese somewhat are being wiped out themselves. They're losing their homes and they don't have access to their own resources. Heck, the Jews might actually face another form of genocide soon enough if they keep pushing their luck with what they're doing to the Palestinians. It is what it is, because I find it funny to me because when Black Americans started the phrase Black Lives Matter, now I'm separating Black Lives Matter with the organization Black Lives Matter because I don't know what the fuck is going on with that one, but just the phrase alone, Black Lives Matter, was just a way to garner attention to the way police officers in America have been treating Black Americans and the way that they are more harsher when treating Black American citizens in comparison to white American citizens. And Black Americans were trying to raise awareness of that situation. But what did some of you guys do? All lives matter. You guys used all lives matter as a what's the word I'm thinking of? Euphemism for hate. You only used all life matter as a way to distract, withdraw, and just completely block any conversation that could have been done with Black Lives Matter, causing a rift and a divide. And then Blue Lives Matter showed up, all these movements showed up the moment Black Americans wanted to talk about their issues. And now, when you guys feel like you are in a threat, that your existence is under threat, you want us to care about it. You genuinely want us to talk about it and take it seriously. And then when we look at the situation, it's literally you guys not being able to have kids. Which is not even true, because you can have kids if you want to. You can take the risk and just plop out babies, but no. Like I said, you've created an environment that is not conducive to a family structure. Not to mention, women in the modern age no longer want to actually be baby makers anymore. I don't know if you've noticed this. They don't want to be baby makers anymore. They want to actually have lives, careers, hobbies, passion, dreams, all that stuff. And you want them to give them all up just so they can just pop out babies and maintain your power structure. That's what it is. When they say white genocide, what they're saying is power genocide, because their power structure and their ability to maintain their social power over people is waning. They're losing the power, social construct power, whatever the case might be. And also what makes it even funny is that you guys have never had any issues committing genocide yourself. You've committed genocide on the native people in Argentina. Remember that? Argentina wasn't a white country. It was a country filled with a lot of native people of brown complexions, variety of brown complexions. You went there and purposely organized a genocide to remove them from that country by replacing them. No issues with that. If you talk about it now, it's like, come on, bro, it's in the past now, move on. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Like, and then, you say that there's a hidden agenda behind it. No, there's not a hidden agenda. Nobody cares, if I'm being honest with you. You're not being attacked. I don't go down the street and see people, white people crying in agony because bombs are flying down and they're trying to wipe them all out. No, you guys are moving on. You're living your life. You're intermingling with other groups of people. I don't know. It's so funny to me, bro. Always shouting this white genocide, left and right, but in reality, what you're really crying out is that you're losing your social power structure or your social power influence. That's what you guys are worried about. Now, oftentimes I usually see men talk about the white genocide and why it's happening and all that stuff. But what I find even funnier than that is when white women talk about the white genocide, but then you check them out or you check their accounts out and they haven't had a single child. I'm sorry, you do realize you could actually contribute to increasing the white population by finding yourself a white European man and having multiple babies. Do you understand that? You could have had, look at Candace Owen for example, bro. She's been pregnant since 2020. That could have been you. You could have helped with your community. If you are a white woman and you genuinely are concerned about the population of the white people, right? The European race, you should be pregnant every single year henceforward. There should not be a period where you're not pregnant. You should be producing at least 5 to 6 babies. Minimum. Anything less is not you helping with the problem, right? Now, if you're a white woman and you're not really out here saying things like, oh man, the white genocide, you're cool, you can move on. But if you're someone who generally has concerns for your racist population, minimum 5 to 6 babies, no less than that. Do you understand me? Like, look at Italy, for example. Italy's population is going down the drain. Realistically, like, it's actually bad over there. What is stopping the Italians from just going, guys, come on, let's make more babies? What's stopping them? Generally, could it be the finance? Could it be the economy being really bad and making it very difficult to have babies? No, it's the Jews. It's the Jews, bro. They somehow got into the minds of the Italians and whispered in their minds and telling them in their ears, don't have babies. What about Japan? Did the Jews go to Japan too? The population over there is really bad. Did the Jews manage to get them hands on the Japanese and made them stop having babies? Like, instead of just being realistic, though, which is funny to me, because if you guys genuinely put so much more effort into actually being realistic and less conspiratorial, you could probably solve this whole thing. Probably, I don't know. No. You want to blame it all on the Jews, even though the Jews, Ashkenazi Jews, like I said, they're European descent. I don't care. They've been there long enough. I would say that they're pretty much a European ethnic group. They are pale-skinned. Some of them have blonde eyes. Some of them have blonde eyes. Some of them have blonde hair. Some of them have blue eyes. They're basically European in mind. That's the choice usually when it comes to the idea of what a European should be blonde hair, blue eyes, and some Jews tend to have that. It is what it is. All I'm saying is that you guys need to stop with this white genocide stuff, right? Just stop. It's embarrassing. That's the title of the video. It's embarrassing. It is. You know what the problem is. You know the solutions. You know what you have to do. It's not the Jews' fault. Now, I'm not saying maybe there might be some. I'm not saying. But realistically, we know what the actual reality is. The Japanese are not going to blame the Jews. They know that their economy has been stifling. They know that the reason why babies aren't being made in Japan is because of the harsh work environment, where the young generation just aren't having enough time to go out and date. And not to mention, they have a really bad cheating habit. I didn't realize this, but they cheat a lot, which makes it very less conducive to have a family. There's a lot of problems with Japan. Take out the rose lens of anime and kawaii stuff and look at Japan for what it really is. They have an issue. Can't blame the Jews on that one. Italy has their own issues. You cannot blame the Jews on that one. You can't even blame the immigrants. How are immigrants stopping Italians from having babies? Unless you're telling me that the energy that the Italians produce out of them, right, is weaker than the energy of immigrants. I don't know. It's just something I'm just thinking. Look, the reality is, like I said, if you are a white European man or white American man, hey man, go out there, find yourself a white honey, white bunny, whatever the case may be, and try to make as much baby as possible. I've seen white European women talk about this and white European men talk about this. Get together. Literally, just get together. Open up an app called We Need to Save White Race app. Mingle, whatever, do what you're gonna do. It's a simple concept. We've been doing this for hundreds of years, millions of years. We know how to make babies. Go ahead and make them. Oh my god. It's so funny to me how you guys are this mad. Like you want us to care so much about your race, but then when other races want to talk about their issues, you just have to find a way to downplay it. Did you really think downplaying Black Lives Matter wasn't going to bite you guys in the ass eventually? I'm not even a black American, I'm just saying, alright? We all saw it, it was very interesting. All of a sudden, all lives matter. All lives matter, bro. This isn't about you. We're witnessing genocide all around, bro. All genocide matter, bro. All genocide matter. Stop being selfish, okay? We're witnessing genocide in the Middle East, in Africa. Maybe there's a genocide that's happening in South America. Maybe there's a genocide happening in Asia too. We don't know that. You're only focusing about yourself, but that's selfish as fuck. That really is. But yeah, that's all for me, for my opinion on this. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.